Hello gentlemen, today we're going to be talking about how to attack deep out zone KO, which is one of the best abilities in the game right now on defense. You just need to know how to do this. It's very important, and that's why I'm sharing this tip. This is actually right off of my website. This is a premium tip that I posted about a month ago, and I'll show you a bunch of route combinations that are going to effectively attack this. Now, if you guys want access to all the other tips that I post on the site or even the ebooks, all of it's included in the membership. Check out acemadden.com, become a member. I just posted my tight slots offense the other day. It's very, very good. It attacks deep out zone KO really well. That's really never an issue for me. So check that out, acemadden.com. Now let's go ahead and get right into the video. Yo, what's up guys? Today we're going to be talking about how to attack deep out zone KO. This is an extremely important topic, especially for those of you who play MUT. I'm sure you see deep out zone KO all the time now. And the main thing that it does is it takes away streak corner combos, or at least most of them. So I'm going to show you that real quick, and then we'll show you how to attack it. So let's go ahead. We'll just do PA dig fork for now. And for those of you who are unaware of what deep out zone KO does, is it basically will activate on throws that are outside the numbers and I think 20 yards down the field. So it's perfect for, streaks, corners, that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do is motion this guy out so we can clear out this deep out zone KO that's on the right. So Mike Evans is right there. Set up the rest of the play, I guess. Doesn't really matter, but what you're going to see is if you try to run a concept like this, what's going to happen is he's going to break on the ball, and he's probably not going to pick it, but he is going to break it up. And this is a backed off deep out zone KO. Oftentimes they'll be pressed, and they're going to play it even better than this. But anytime that your receiver kind of like goes up for a catch like this, it's going to get knocked out. So we'll do it again just to show you it's not a fluke. And like I said, there are a few exceptions. I'll show you tight slots in a second to show you that you can do it in some cases. So if you wait maybe just a little bit longer, you see how it just gets knocked out. It's just extremely annoying. I'd say running streak corner combos it's not how you want to attack deep out zone KOs, especially if they have two of them. So let me show you tight slots that you can actually do it with flood, which is something I do sometimes. So I'll just run it like this, streak over here, corner. And what you're going to see is because the nature of the formation, I can wait just a little bit longer. I'll show you it again. Because of where the corner route is coming from and the alignment, you can do it sometimes, just like that. So I just wanted to point out that there is an exception. You can do corner and streak combos in certain cases, but for the most part, that's not how we want to attack a double deep out zone KO. Okay, now let's talk about the fundamental way to attack deep out zone KO. So I'm going to be demonstrating out of tray Y flex. I'll do most of the concepts out of this, then I'll move to like bunch and tight slots just to show you that you can do it out of like really whatever formation. You do probably want additional routes to run this successfully because of the routes you need. But if you have good stock routes, you can do it too. So let's start with wide receiver cross, and we'll just do cover 4 drop with base align and 5-yard flats. And we're going to talk about a few different concepts here. So we're going to start with, I guess, just a crosser, which is we have a stock crosser from B, and we have this kind of split out tight end. I'm just going to fade him. And then we'll just do like an angle route from underneath. So let's have a look. Let's see what happens. What you're going to see is you can click on deep out zone KO is not going to get to you. If they user that, you're probably going to have your angle route. So let's have a look. So just imagine that guy runs. This guy right here runs with the crosser. This angle is going to come across the face of this linebacker, and he'll be wide open. So very simple concept. And for that one, you only need a running back apprentice. You don't need hot route master. Let's do it one more time. Just like that. Just click on and ag it. Make sure you cut it off so the deep out zone KO is not even close to you. Now, another way to kind of do it, which is very similar, is slant post. So I'm going to motion this guy in so I can put him on a tight end post. I'll slant this inside slot receiver, and I'll run it just like this. Deep out zone KO is not going to be close. Deep in zone KO is not going to be close. Let's have a look. And just like that, fits into this nice window. Now, if they use that, you're going to want to hit this slant, which I'll do right now. And just possession catch that. So those are like my main favorite ways of attacking deep out zone KO because you can actually get big gains with it, but there are other ways to do it too. So we'll talk about streaks and C routes now. So if you have extra routes, you can put like this outside slot receiver on a streak and put the outside receiver on a C route and then maybe do something like this with the rest of the play. So we have that first concept with the crosser and the angle underneath. And then we have this sideline concept where hopefully this streak clears out and we throw it to the C route, click on deep out zone KO isn't close. Now, one thing I want to preface with this is it's going to be a little bit different whenever they're doing like a pressed quarter. They can definitely get there to break it up. They won't pick it off, but I do want to make it very clear. I don't have a second controller that I can turn on right now, so I can't show you what it looks like versus pressed, but just take my word for it. In certain cases, the deep out zone KO can play him. Don't worry about it getting picked. I'm just talking about breaking it up. Now, the more, I guess, safe way of doing it, where you're going to probably get a completion, would just be putting your outside receiver on a comeback. Because what you're going to see is if they have that 5-yard flat, he's not going to play this comeback. And a deep out zone KO is not going to play him either. So comebacks are a great way to really attack these outside, like deep blue zones. Now, you don't have to keep the zig. You can do maybe like a curl here. Or, yeah, I think a curl here would actually be pretty good. So let's do it again. So as you can see, just throw the curl here. Only way that's going to get defended is by like a hook zone. So curl and comeback combos are very, very good this year. From trips that I should say. And then, let's see. I guess the last one would be like doing an out route from the outside receiver. And doing something like this. And just, you know, it's not going to activate. You can read that outside cornerback very quickly and see if he's on a man up or on a cloud flat or something. The only way that you'd have to be worried about this getting picked is if number 81, who's in the slot, is on like a 0-yard curl flat. Otherwise, I would not worry about it. It is a little bit harder to read when they're pressed, so be very careful. But I'll kind of go to some other formations and show you, that you can do it out of other formations as well. So we're just going to talk about tight slots and bunch very, very quickly. So I'll show you a couple examples. We'll do 4 verticals with hot route master. I'm currently in tight slots, by the way. Like this is a formation I'm trying to use full time. So this is a route combination that I'll use a lot when I have hot route master activated. Do the post from that weak side, running back angle, and streak X. And you want to run this with your strong side on the short side. So if the ball's on the left, you want your running back on the left. And this one's very simple. The 2-wheel routes are going to pull everything to the sidelines. And you just want to kind of read the middle of the field. User will pick one, the angle route or the post. And no zone KOs are going to be close to this post. Because we're clearing out with the streak, and we have a wheel pulling everything to the sideline. So perfect window there. And then you can also we'll go to like another play to show you something I'll do a lot to annoy people. Go to bench. And I'll just like put my running back on an in route, motion him out. He'll turn into an out route. And run a concept like this, because what's going to happen is a 5-yard flat's not going to really get out there to defend it. And it kind of forces your opponent to start manning up this out route or playing a cloud or moving guys out. It just forces them to do something. So just doing little things like this are super annoying. Right there, he actually picked that off. It's actually better with a ghost route, if I'm being honest. I'm just trying to show you without additional routes, but you'll see with a ghost route, it's going to be even better. So yeah, that's tight slots. And then we have bunch, and I'll just show you, I guess, one little thing you can do to clear out both a cornerback and a safety. So we'll go to speed dig. And the way I like to clear out both a deep out zone KO and deep in zone KO, so if they're playing like a cover 4, is putting the ISO on a post. And then we'll go ahead and, I guess you can do like something like this. This would be really good. Let's go to instant replay. And the reason I like this play is because we have that deep dig behind the crosser as just an extra option. So we're kind of running like slant post and crosser, which is really nice. So this kind of concept is going to be very, very good for you. Let's do it again. Post is going to clear out. Hit this angle, boom, just like that. So yeah, those are just a few concepts I like against deep out zone KOs. It does force you to kind of throw more towards the middle of the field, which can lead to more picks because you are probably in user territory. But if you just get comfortable with these route combinations, you'll start seeing how things unfold. And it'll be pretty easy to hit these routes, unless you're getting pressured, of course. That does speed things up for you. But overall, yeah, this is how you want to attack these deep in zone KOs instead of trying to throw like clear out routes and corners. Those really just don't work right now. They're just going to break them up every single time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Any questions, be sure to reach out on Discord.